Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you are new. I'm Stacy and today we are going to be doing a winter scene with a bear looking up at snowflakes. I'm going to use a little bit of salt for a snowflake effect up on the top. We'll see how that works out. Purely experimental. There you are. I wondered where he got to. I moved my studio stuff back into the back bedroom in the apartment again so that I had enough space to work and I rearranged everything again, so I couldn't find my paintbrush. This is my big Princeton Neptune number 18 and then my Princeton Neptune number 8. These are my two go-to paintbrushes for watercoloring. This is my fat guy for doing all of my background stuff, and then my smaller one for details and whatnot. I have out some table salt. It is just regular iodized table salt. I don't have any of the crunchier ground salt. I'm out, which is fine. But the chunkier salt gives you different textures, and the not chunkier salt, the smooth grain salt, gives you some nice effects. It's just more uniform, and if you're not looking for uniform effects, it's kind of a bummer. At any rate, right now I'm just mumbling. I have out my Graham palette, my go-to Graham palette over here. Can you see all the colors? Yes, you can. And for the most part, you can see the mixing area. Let's scooch that up and scooch that up. There we go. Now you guys can see it. I am not taping this down. Not feeling it. These are all of our colors out. This is the order they're in the palette. I'll show you my little swatch sheet. And this is white gouache over here in this spot. I don't use it a lot, but I like to have it out. It's Graham. It is super hard, but it re-wets pretty well. Other white gouaches that come in a tube, they don't tend to re-wet very well, so I don't really recommend putting them in a palette like this. I recommend using gouache kind of right out of the tube. I'm going to set that over there, and we are going to go ahead and... I didn't draw in... like I want there to be snow right there, down there. So I'm going to go in around my bear. And I just think she's going to look so pretty. Little Christmas bear looking up at the snow. Or a winter bear if you don't celebrate Christmas. Little seasonal creation here. Oh, nuts. Alright. Already messed up. I want there to be white right there. I want the sky color to end right about there. Yep, thanks. The water just kind of flew off the brush. Decided for me. Right here? Is this what you meant? I'm just gonna dampen this upper. You don't want it too wet for the salt because it takes forever to dry. You don't want it too dry because then the salt won't work. Like it won't give you that the textures that you're looking for, or that I'm looking for. And the last background that I used salt on turned out super cool. It's in my videos on the channel if you're interested. I might link it below. One of my very first videos on the channel too. I did a castle with a like magical background and the sky was all pinks and purples, and yeah, it looked awesome. Alright, what do I want to do for a sky color? I usually mix my colors together, and I've got my blue mixed in my green spot, which is problematic. Oh well, we'll just roll with it. I'll be quite so picky today. I'll just drop in a beautiful blue sky. A little more pure color. And Graham, I love this paint so much. I'm using ultramarine and cobalt, kind of mixed together a bit. Oops. Can you guys see? Okay. Trying to hurry, but not too much. There we go. Especially around the bear, because I really don't want the sky color in the bear. Or do I? No, I don't. But I thought that she would be a really pretty piece. A little bit of water to kind of move that around a bit. I'm going to have to be super mindful of her edges when I start working on her, because this is probably going to take a minute to dry. How's that? Is that good? I feel like it should be darker to show up that snowflake effect. What do you guys think? When I put the salt on? Maybe go darker. I do tend to be a bit timid with my colors sometimes, because I can layer. You can always layer. But this is artist loft paper, and it doesn't really take a beating. It's not meant to be like used wet and re-wet and wet and re-wet. It's really friendly with the lay it down and don't mess with it technique. If you haven't heard of that technique, I just made it up. Lay it down and don't mess with it. Okay. A little bit of intensity right there. Oops. That's okay. Okay, good enough. And we are going to, ooh, so exciting. Alright, yeah, it's a bit of glare because my light is super bright. But there we go. And then I still feel like it needs to be darker. But we're just going to leave it be. And sprinkle salt around like that. And then we want a couple like spots where we got big flakes, right? Big juicy fluffy flakes. And if this doesn't work the way I think it will, we can always go in after with some white gouache and make it a little more defined. There, and then I'm trying not to do that on this piece though. I'm trying to keep it pretty much watercolor only. Which I don't do often. I'm trying to train myself to do strictly watercolor pieces, but it is a struggle, you guys. Because I like to get in there with pastels on top. If the background doesn't work out the way I want to, I will grab out those chalk pastels and soften things, and ooh, that'd be pretty. I'm not going to do it. At any rate, we're going to put the big brush down, and I'm not going to do the snow down here yet because I'm not ready. You see, I already messed up. Just blot and a little bit of water. Re-wet the area just a squish. just soften it. And the light changed because my monitor just stop it. Wake up. Thank you. No one said you could sleep yet. Yeah, so just a little bit of pressure, no scrubbing, because once again this paper I don't think can take it. And then we're going to put in our beautiful bear, and I would like her to be kind of she's going to be a little bit fanciful. I'm not going to stick strictly to the traditional colors. Why? Because I don't have to. And I was going to have her sitting on like a pile of rocks right here and grass going all around her. And then I got this wild idea to make her a winter bear, like sitting in the snow, which it's just like a, because bears usually aren't out when it's snowing. It's a, what do you call it? The first snow. She's gonna go to bed soon, just not right away. I got too much blue on her little ear right there. I'll just scrub that a little bit. And there is a bit of salt floating around on the paper, but I'm not too worried about it. Just putting in our local color, getting her base in real quick. Oh, and the rustling around that you hear behind me is my mother's Christmas present. I got her. She's been asking about kittens for quite some time now, so I got her 2 kittens for Christmas this year. And I'm making a mess already. Let's just pick that up. There we go. So they're playing in the background. I also have a large kennel. It's got 3 tiers because she already has a cat. And he's kind of always been alone. He's a good boy. He's just a little on the wild side. But he's a house cat, and he's always been alone. So I thought in the interest of, you know, letting them get used to each other and taking it a little slow, a kennel for the kittens would be good. That way they could acclimate with each other without, you know, a lot of drama. And Mom could take it slow with introducing them to the apartment and each other and all that happy business. So that's the noise you hear in the background. Long explanation for, there's kittens in the background, sorry. And there's our sky. Look, we already have an effect going on. And we might even put some like little white dots on her because she's sitting, and we might put some little speckles on her at the end. We'll see. Okay. So, moving on. Let's do maybe, what is this color I'm grabbing right here? Quin Rust. Good color. Alright. There's our Quin Rust right there. And I usually put sienna in with it and some nickel, Quin Nickel, to give it a little yellow cast. Because I do love Quin Nickel. It's a beautiful color. And it lends that bit of warmth that I want. Okay. And I'm going to go in and do some little like spots where I want her to glow a bit, to look a little more. Maybe I should just be looser with it and not be so rigid. I'll go there. And then there's a bit here. And I will scotia it there. That's not so puddly, so I'm gonna, or if it gets puddly, just gently tap the paper and it will. You guys, how'd you? Kittens are mess makers, you guys. Just go in and drop in some shiny spots, because I'm going to go in after and drop in some shadows. A little bit of a shiny here. Let's see. Here, let's see, this whole area is got a bit of shine. Maybe I should just cover her all with gold. What do you think? No, I don't want to do that. Let's maybe don't be so rigid about it. Being a bit too rigid. There we go. Just go back over the top with a little bit of. All right, and then we'll darken it up a bit. This is Payne's Gray to kind of darken it, but not too much. There we go. Okay, dry it off the brush a bit, and then I'm gonna just, well, it's still a little wet. Drop in some like furry technique. Let it granulate a bit, make her look a little her. It's a girl bear. Furry. Dark in some places. And a little more right here. There. A little bit here. I will try to cover up some of their noise when I edit. I am sorry if they are too loud. Kittens, what are you gonna do? I'm glad they're not staying long. They're a rowdy, noisy couple of hooligans is what they are. Not that I'm not a cat person or a pet person, I'm just not in a place to have pets in my life, emotionally. And I'm not supposed to have them in my apartment anyway, so did that to myself on purpose. Because I get weak and I'm like, I just want a fur baby. And then I get one and I feel bad because I'm gone to work all day, and yeah, it's a whole situation, you guys. Okay. I might time lapse some of this part just so you guys are aware. This can get a little tedious if I get lost in details, which I'm trying not to do. I'm trying to keep it pretty loose and whimsical. Yeah, thank you. feel like it's dry enough. And this is not advisable. You're not supposed to like rub it around on the page, but it's my art, so I'm gonna do what I want. Then there's a crazy snow effect, and just tap, tap, tap up to the middle of the paper and back into the salt. Now the salt did pick up a bunch of like blue from the paint, which is fine. I'm not too worried about it. This is still a little damp, but that's okay. Also, not too worried about it. And you don't have to take the salt off at all. If you just used a little bit and it's like hard stuck to the paper, you can leave it on there. It's not a hard fast rule that you have to take it off. Because once again, art rules are meant to be broken, and I do so quite often. Let's do a little, what should we do a little? Yeah, why not? What do I want to do? Opaque white ink, Copic's Opaque White ink. Open it like not over the painting though. As I recall, this got stuck shut last time too. Come on. There we go. Maybe I should clean it off before I get too carried away with it again. There we go. Alright, Copic Opaque White. And do I have teensy itsy bitsy liner over here? Not over there, I don't. There we go, this will work. Where are you? Creative Mark. This is a Mimic round number 2. I'll wet it so that it comes to a point. Dry it off. Touch it into the ink. Got a little bead of water there. There we go. Try again. And drop on some bright white parts. Yes? Oh, yes. Perfect. And you can get as crazy with this as you want to. Let's see. I guess it looks alright. Kind of make this blend a bit so it does look like that's in the background, not quite so in the forefront. There we go. And they're in their kennel. Ha ha ha, I didn't have to chase them tonight. Good job, guys. Good job. Okay, so this is the painting for the night. I'm going to zoom out. You can see the whole thing. And we'll come back tomorrow after it's all dry and see how we feel. But here's our sky, a little bit of a snow effect, and here's our lovely bear. And I'm kind of digging it without too much more work. I'll just let it be, right? I like it. I hope you guys like it too. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If anyone has any ideas on how to make snow effect in watercolor, that would be awesome to know. Please drop it in the comments. I would love some insight. I will see you guys in the next video or later tomorrow. Okay guys, so it's been a couple days. I'm back. It's Thursday today, right? Yeah, it's Thursday today, and I have taken another look at her. I know it's only been a second for you guys, but I went ahead and put some ink on the snow down here. It looks more snow-like now. And then, now that I'm looking at it in the camera though, there's a weird line right here that I'm not digging. The kittens got up here. My mom's new kittens that I got her for Christmas got up on the table and walked across the painting. I knew there was a reason I didn't want kittens in the art room. So I had to fix a couple spots where they got debris in the snow that looked painful to my eye. A little bit more white right there. And I think we're going to do a little touch more detailing on her fur. Like right in here. Make this a little darker. Delineate her foreleg a little bit. Those are a little too white. There we go. Alright, I'm going to stop because I feel like I'm at a good spot to stop and yeah, call it done. You guys can let me know in the comments below what you think. I would love to hear from you. I'll zoom out and give you a little full shot of the piece. There we go, our little bear in the snow. And then here's the close-up of all the details. I'm really digging it now that I did a little more detailing on the bear. She looks beautiful to me now. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.